All right, everybody, I'd like to welcome y'all back to the channel. Brush strokes, make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you would, please. Today, we're going to do a simple winter scene. I'm not 100% sure, but I've got a few ideas what I'd like to do. But anyway, if y'all would, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell someone about us. We appreciate it. But we've already got a thin, a thin coat of liquid white on here, and we're just using acrylic. Like I said, everything I use, you can get at the big box stores or pretty much anywhere. But we'll mention names someday if we ever get sponsors, huh? But I'm sure y'all know the box store I'm talking about starts with a W. But if y'all would stick with us, we're going to go ahead and get on here and start throwing some paint on this canvas. We'll have fun. We'll have a nice picture we won't afterwards. But we'll see. Y'all stick with us. All right, since we're using a small canvas, I'm going to use a small, this little 1 inch brush we're using. I'm just going to throw a little bit of blue on here, nothing much, just a little bit to get this guy started. That's all we're doing. We're using three colors. We're using three colors, blue, black, and white, and that's it. Overlook the little dog. He's always in the background, throwing him a fit. We're going to try and make this really cold painting. Really cold. It's going to be in the middle of winter. Just start working that blue in really good. Might even, let's throw us in a little touch of black in here, just to kind of darken it a little bit. All right. We started working this in. There we go. Because we want to maybe a little bit of clouds in the sky, but I want it dark for the most part. I'll just use our little cross brush strokes here. Just started working this in. And we'll just keep it blending it and fading it in here until we get it where we want it. Like I said, it's just painting. You can't mess it up. Because if you was to mess it up, all you got to do is go back in here, repaint your canvas white. Sorry about that. Just repaint your canvas white, and you go in. Just like this. And we'll just keep working until we're satisfied. Blow this one out a little more. Just keep on working it out. Sorry, folks, I'm trying to work on getting my videos a little bit shorter. You see what we'll do from beginning to start, though. Also had me a little bit of a fishing channel, and first thing I seen was how much more I love doing the video edits on this one, on this particular channel, because for the simple fact that I literally only do two cuts, where we start and where we finish, and everything in between, no edits. Absolutely love doing that. Now we can throw us in a cloud or two, perhaps. Just grab one of these here fan brushes, just typical fan brush. Yet again, available at that box store I was talking about. All right, we'll work us in some paint. We won't get carried away. We'll just throw a few little small clouds in. We just work them in wherever. We don't care. Maybe something right here. Get one more of this paint on here. Just using the corner of the fan brush. She'll say the fan brush is one of your best friends in the world when it comes to doing these paintings like this. Like I said, I ain't want to get carried away. I'm just throwing a little something in here. I have no idea what. If we don't like it, we'll change it. We'll take it plumb out. We don't care. But keep in mind, we're just trying to keep it dark. Just mainly worrying about the top portion right now. I'm going to try to blend out the bottoms. Kind of work it in a little bit more. I don't want my clouds bright. I want them good and dark. I want them to where you just barely see them, to be honest. There we go. Like I said, it's going to be a cold, dark sky, which is what we're shooting for. And I'm sure we'll be able to do that. Off that brush, throw it to the side, come back in with our little blender brush, or what we've been using for one. Actually, I need my oh, there it is. Found my actual blender brush. And all thing this is just a very soft bristled brush is all this is. Makes blending so much easier. Just kind of taking, fluffing the top of our clouds a little bit. Using just the corner of this brush right here. Just kind of fluffing our colors all we're doing. We just want these clouds very, very light. Sorry. Very, very light because they're going to be a long ways off. And for what few subscribers we have, I am very happy to have you here with us. And I'm sorry I've been a while getting back on here to paint some more. As y'all, I'm sure y'all know, life is life. And I do have an actual job, of course. It ain't like YouTube. I don't make any money from YouTube. So I've been kind of slow back in here to make another video. Just like so. Throw a little bit of blending in here. Just blending them out into nothing. Just keep going. Get a hair like that, use the corner of that brush, take her right out. Now I'm hoping, I realize that the camera, what the camera sees and what I'm seeing here can and will differ, of course. But I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm hoping it's turned out good on camera as well. Like I said, we're just blending that off into oblivion. Just like that, I'm going to lean back and try to look through the camera and see how it looks. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. We'll take that. And just take lightly, just blend it right out. All right, let me clean this brush because we will be using it again, I assure you. Alrighty. Let's see. I know I promised the wife I wouldn't do any more mountains, but kind of can't help it. I love them mountains, but what I will do is do a really distant mountain without a whole lot of detail. So it's going to be a really, really light colored mountain, just enough to, I want it to where you can just barely see it with no detail because it's so far away that it's going to have little, very little, almost no detail whatsoever is what I'm shooting for. Mixing some paint, throw a little bit to the blue side in there. Line it a little bit more. I just want it so light. A little more light. There we go. I'm getting pretty well content with this color. It's a bluish gray. Very, very, very light. And we're just going to come back in here. Let's turn the mountain more over this way. Oop, might have to go a little darker. Might have to go just slightly darker on it. This is dark as I'm going though. There we go. This little mountain range back here is just going to go wherever it wants to go. We don't care, do we? Like I said, no detail. We're not looking for detail. We're just looking for some color that we're going to blend in. And remember, when you're doing mountains, it don't matter the shape, angles, because no two mountains are alike. There we go. I'm fine with that right there. I actually went darker than what I intended to, yet again. But hey, if you watch the channel, nothing goes as planned. Because you know why? We never have a plan. Alright, I'm just going to take our little blender brush, wherever on earth I put it, right here. And let me make sure that brush is dry. We're just going to come here. And like I said, we're just going to start working some of this color in. Because like I said, this is a really far away mountain. And this acrylic paint's already setting up on us a little bit, but it's okay. It's perfectly okay. And when you're doing these mountains, you ain't got to have a knife. You can do this with a brush. Kind of working a little bit of angles while I'm done. I'd actually have to get a little more color on it. This acrylic sets up very, very, very quickly. We're almost to the point looking more like hills than mountains, aren't we? Need a little more of that color. Just kind of give it a little something. Ooh, boy, it brought it to life, didn't it? Now we're blending them out into nothing. Good thing about acrylic is when you need be and it gets too dry on you, we don't have to have paint thinner. We get to use water. Take a little bit over, bring this one up a little higher. What do you think? Something like that. Looks a little better. Now we start working that color again. Just working that color. Now we're just giving it a little bit of slope. Another way you can cheat and give your mountain shape. Just grab it and pull it this way. I'm debating on if we, I said we wouldn't, but let's throw a little snow on that. What do you think? Clean off this old knife. Now, one thing we're going to do, I'm just going to take some straight white, throw it on the end of the blade, And which side do we want to be our? Let's have the sun coming from this direction, or the light. And we're just ever so lightly. Well, if I can get enough to paint lightly, we're just going to come in with a knife. And try to quit shaking long enough to do it. Just hold it at a real fine angle, like I'm using a thumb, and my index finger is all I'm using. It's all the pressure you need. Little to none. And let's say right in here. We're just trying not to get rid of all our black because we need that black. Maybe right in here. We're putting enough pressure on. We just want that paint to break for us. Let's try, I'm thinking right in here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right in there. Maybe a little more right in here. Alright, let's throw a little right in here. Let's make our mountain. Yeah, we'll have a slope right in here. This is far easier with oil paints. Alright, we'll take and maybe just a little cut of blue in here with this. A little white will make us a shadow color. A little bit lighter and I'll be satisfied. Alright, then we're just gonna come like right in here. Just using the corner of the knife this time. We're just trying to throw a little bit of color just here and there to kind of break it up. I mean, nothing great, just something nice and simple. Let's go right in here. Where do we want some? We need some dark, right? Where do we need some more dark? Right in here, probably. Yeah, we'll have a. There we go. Probably should mix up some more, but it's okay. Oh, then we're gonna just try to throw a little bit of color in here, there, and everywhere. Something like that, maybe. Now we'll come back in here with our little blender brush, which some lazy person did not clean. Just like so. And we're just going to start blending out the bottom of this mountain. We're just wanting to kind of blend her off into nowhere. All we're doing. A little bit of water. Something like this. We're just throwing a little line back in here. We don't know, we don't care, right? we'll throw some of the color back in here, which will make our, we can go back over it with snow, and that'll give a nice bluish undertone. And then when we put a little bit of highlights over it, what you'll see is you get the effect of any little steps where you put it. It shows so much better. Let's just keep working this without knocking our canvas off, preferably. We're just trying to get a nice undercolor is all we're doing. Nice little undercolor. Might take a bit more of our water. There we go. Because like I said, in oil painting, this is so simple. But when you're doing it with acrylics, you gotta work fast. And it's still about all you can do to keep it from drying on you while you do this. Alright, now we just gotta make a decision. Make a decision what all, let's get rid of that here. Make a decision what all we want to do here. Come through here like that. Alright, now we want to throw, I hate throwing a tree line back there, but I don't at the same time because it really will make it look way better for us. We're just going to let's take some of this leftover dark color we did the mountains with. That'll probably be all we need. I'd be willing to bet. And yeah. I'm just going to throw in, just using the corner of our fan brush. We're just going to throw in a little bit of a tree line. About time for a new fan brush. This one here's had better days for sure. And just throw in random lints, tree lints. Because all your trees are never the same length. Just going in here and throwing in a few longer ones. Just here, there, wherever, we don't care. We just saw a random tree height in here. Because some are going to be randomly taller than others. And you can actually just tip your brush. You want to give it a little more shape. Just like so. I mean, nothing. Alright, then we'll go back in here with our blender brush. We'll just kind of work the bottoms of them out. Just try to give it a little misty look. Just by using the very, very tip of our brush. And if you want to make a water scene, you can cheat right here just by pulling this down on side to side. You get instant reflections. No problem at all. All right. Let's see. Let me dry that brush some more. We'll just kind of blend this out a little bit. Work it into our painting all the paint we already have here. Yeah, that's such easy reflections like that. But we're not doing water this time. So now we're going to come up with something to put in here. What's something we could throw in? Tell you what, we'll throw us another fence in this one as well. We'll have just old fence line going off here, and we'll throw us a couple trees over here, and we'll call it done because I don't want to hold you all day long. We just take, and we'll start working in our snow. Like I said, it kind of gives your snow a few more dimensions by putting the layer of blue underneath it. Plus, with that undercolor, we can just grab our snow with our brush and pull it however we want, and we can give ourselves angle of our land to make it where it's actually visible. I better throw us a little light up in here, hadn't I? Just wherever. I guess this is just going to be just our little tree line. Shadows from our little tree line, I guess. We'll come back in here and start giving ourselves some shapes. Like this right here can be a little hill for us. And the slopes down. Just like so. Guess I need to throw a touch more light in here, don't I? Just like it. Just bring that light in. Just like that. Now we've created ourselves a little bit of a hill. And on this side, we just bring in some more fresh snow. Especially right in here where we're a little dark still. Clean that brush will help, won't it? Now we're just working in more color. Kind of didn't like the hill look we had. Alright, now we're going to leave this back in here for a little misty look. A little misty look back in here. What are we doing? We need trees. We always need trees. When don't we need trees? I'm going to grab some of this black right here. Actually, I'm going to grab us quite a bit of this black here and start working in for our undercolor. That's what we're going to do. Alright, and let's throw the trees. Where do we want one? I'm thinking probably over here. Yeah, let's do it over here. We're going to have us a big old tree, right? I guess he's going to be right there. I hope so. Too late now, right? Alright. And let's just literally start using the corner of our brush. If I can get, there we go. And that's the only thing I love about this type of painting is the trees are just, they are the easiest. I mean, you literally like doing little Z's or something. And remember, you ain't got to get too carried away with how big they get till you get down really low with them. Hopefully that's where he's going to live because he's there now. Something like that. No big deal at all. No big deal at all. So one more right here. About a limb or two short right there. Looks like there we go. Maybe just a touch more right there. There we go. And I'm guessing he's gonna need him a friend. We'll put a smaller one like right in here. Is he gonna live here? He does now. Tell you what, we're gonna leave him there. We'll throw us another one right in here. We'll fill this thing up with daggum trees, won't we? Let's see, we'll make you right here. I hope so, because that's where you live now. Like I say, just using the corner of this old fan brush is all we gotta do. We can make them just as thin or full as we want. As you can tell, this one here is a little bit on the fuller side. But hey, it's okay, right? It's our painting. We like it this way, it's gonna be this way. If we don't, we can always change it. No problem. We'll make this guy bigger. We'll bring him on down here beside this one. Something like that. I'm fine with that. And this one right here, he's gonna need him a little bit of a, maybe just a little bit of a trunk right there. And I'll show you something cool with that too. As we come back in here with our little blender brush, we just grab a little bit of that tree trunk we put on him there, and we pull it this way, and we have a nice little shadow just like that. We can pull him out just as far as we would like. And tell you what, I like that right there. Alrighty, what was it? Oh yeah, I know. Let's see. I'm just gonna throw us a little bit of a fence in here. Let me clean off some of this excess paint I got on this brush. And I'm thinking maybe, I'll tell you what, let's throw us an old dead tree back in the background. That's what I want to do. Just throw us an old tree, ain't got no limbs on him or nothing. And he's gonna live right about here. Don't you think? I hope so, because he lives there now. Clean that paint with a little bit of water, just like so, maybe a touch more. There we go, we're getting somewhere now. I'm just going to pull that brush and roll it and pull it toward me to load it with paint. And we're going to thicken up the bottom of him a little bit. Just like so. Grab some more of that paint. That's fine with me. That's fine with me right there. And we'll do our best. And this paint down a little bit more. We'll do our best to throw him some little twigs and what have you. Just wherever. Something like that. Something like that. Just we'll go back in here. Oh, wait a minute, no, I almost forgot. We was gonna put a fence in here, wasn't we? Completely forgot. Let's have that old fence. That old fence is gonna be right. That old fence is gonna be right in here is where he's gonna be. This must be somebody's old field for their cattle or something. Alright, now let's go back in and highlight him. We'll highlight our little fence too, but we might just use our knife to highlight our fence with. I'm not entirely sure yet. We're just gonna go in here and put a little bit of snow on him just here and there. Or I thought it was. Let me dry that brush, and maybe we will then. Just a little light bits of snow on him. Don't take much. Not much at all. And we'll throw a little bit up the side of him right here, maybe. Light. Two hairs and some arrows will bob, you see. Very, very simple. We'll just dab a little streak of white just here and there on it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that all day long. Alright, what do we do? Here we go. I forgot about that old knife, didn't I? I forgot about that old knife. And I'm sure I've done a couple already, but all that we're gonna do to make wire for our fence is we're gonna take our knife, see right across that little, just the faintest bit of paint. We're gonna cut that wire in, just like that. I'm going to throw in another one too. Just cutting this in a little bit of fence wire is all we're doing. Just like that. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much at all. Oh yeah. Y'all forgot to remind me, clean the brush out so we can highlight our bigger trees. There we go. Just get that old brush clean while I'm done. Now we'll come here and get straight into some of this white. And ever so lightly, we'll go in here if I get there we go. We're just going to kiss our trees with some highlights. Doesn't take a lot. Does not take much. Just like that right there. Now let's go over here and highlight our other ones. See, a little snow right here. Remember, just touch that brush. Your paint will take what paint it wants. It'll give you back when it doesn't. The greatest painter of my childhood said that. Mr. Bob Ross. As far as I'm concerned, still one of the most beloved artists of our time. I never enjoyed watching anybody more than him. There we go. And we'll just lightly tap. Just tapping us in some highlights. But remember, don't get rid of all that black. No, we just want to kiss it. Just kiss it with our white. Simple as that. And I tell you what, we got any left. Clean old brush again. We got any left. I'm just going to take ever so lightly, just kiss our post a little bit white, make it a little more rustic and all that. Here we go. Oh well. What do we do? It's our blender. There it is. We got this old tree over here. We need still a little bit of his dark. Just taking the corner of this brush. Still a little bit of the dark from him. And pull it over this way. Just like we did the little pine tree over there. Just keep blending it till you're satisfied with it. We do the same thing with our little post here. Just grab the corner of our little fence post barely. Something like that. Something like that. I grabbed too much on that one there, didn't I? Alright. Oh, I did. Alright, folks. Well, I hope you're fine with that painting because I am. And just yet again, I want to remind y'all, if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Tune in for us anytime. And I'll try to get more on track about make sure I get a new painting for you every week or so. But please, please, please subscribe and leave a comment. Tell us something you'd like to see painted. We'll give it a try. We'll either be able to do it or we won't. But anyway, we'll have fun doing it. Anyway, thanks for watching Brush Strokes. We'll see you again next time.